Hello, welcome back. Castle here. In today's episode, we're going to take a look at a resource that we are going to need a lot of here as we get things going, and that is steel. Yes, that's right. We need a lot of steel, and we actually get steel from a few different mods here in this mod pack. But we're going to take a look at using immersive engineering to produce our steel. It still needs two things to be produced using immersive engineering. It needs iron and coal coke. Now, we'd set up our excavator to get us iron, and we now have a crap ton of iron. So, you can see here, next to our crusher, we've got some 5,000, almost 6,000 things of iron grit. So, we've got a whole bunch. We'll have to get a way to produce this a lot better, but one thing we're missing, obviously, is the coal coke. So today we're going to talk about how to set up some automatic coal coke ovens that'll feed into an improved blast furnace, and we'll start producing steel. So we're going to actually use the Railcraft coke ovens just because they use a little less resources, not a ton. But we're going to come in here, set them up, and we're going to tie them into our pipe system there. Not only to stock these with coal, but also to actually we're going to take the coal coke and put it straight into the blast furnace. But the option would be to feed the coke sorry, back into the inventory system, or sorry, the warehouse. Anyway, so let's set this up. Let's come in here. I think let's put them here. So immersive engineering is, they have a coke oven, is very similar, but you make it a solid 3x3, whereas with the Railcraft, again, you don't need the middle one, which isn't that much less of resources, but it is. And I don't know, just like how it works a little better, or looks, I guess, not works. Time them, produce it the same amount. They produce the same amount of creosote oil, which is another byproduct to get. They will need for various things as we start making rails, as well as for the treated lumber for immersive engineering. Anyway, so I'm gonna do 4 of these actually. That's what it's gonna take to make this the most efficient for one improved blast furnace with preheaters, which we'll show you how to set up here in a second as well. We need to get these last 2 set up and sleep so that the creepers don't blow us up. And I'll meet you back here. Alright, so here we have these 4 set up. It's funny, I ranted about using less resources, and then I produced enough to make him like with the immersive engineering one solid. So messed up on the map there. That's okay. And I've also got this tank full of creosote oil from when I had my coke oven set up over there, which we're gearing up to finish this side out. And we're going to kind of make this a rail yard where we unload items and such over here. Right, anyway, so what we want to do is we want to come in here, and we want to bring the coal in from down below. We want to put it into here. So if we grab our cobblestone, again, we're not using the most efficient, that's okay. Pull it up here. Am I using them right? No, I am not. So this will be for, so how do I explain this? Essentially what I want to do is I want to have coal come in here from the crusher, and filter in here and fill these up and then any excess. Because I'm not going to count out how much coal is. It's kind of I don't even know how we would do that in Buildcraft. I guess that there's a few things we're going to set up so that it doesn't overflow if these are full, and I'll show you that. And then we're also going to actually need to set up a system whereas if I'm not crushing coal over my crusher, then the reason that I'm crushing, I don't know if I showed this, I set up the excavator over here in a coal vein. It gives me coal ore, which I have to crush to get coal. What you get? 2 coal, or I don't remember. You get more coal than you would just by mining out the coal, or if you were mining the world. Anyway, so that comes in here, comes in the crusher, whatever. So this comes down here, and coal is fed coal, diamond, and emerald, which that gets emerald and diamond ore as well. Come and they go down here, run through our tunnel, back into our warehouse. Anyway, so what I've got going on here is as the coal, diamond, and emeralds, and eventually it'll be other things as well, whatever we've got crushing in there that we don't want to be down there. Come down this pipe, and coal will take a hard right now to move this. And all coal that comes down here will come down here. That's just how these work. And so once these are full, I want them to come back down here. Get an iron pipe, so then they'll go on and go into the chest where they need to go. So this will be our return, and this will be our supply. Right. So if we come up here, essentially what we want to do is we want to, I guess we can run it over here first. Sometimes that mine's faster than I want, which sounds like a weird problem to have. Anyway, so what we need next are some clay pipes. Boop. So we want it to go into there. And then we'll go over clay pipe there. And then actually I probably want some sandstone pipes. Let me grab some sandstone pipes because I don't want it to connect to this. But we'll come over here, and I will need one more clay pipe too. So I'll grab those, and then we'll come finish setting this up, because then the sandstone pipe will come here and flow back down into there. Alright, back. Apologize for that. I was trying to have everything set up prior, but I obviously failed on that. Essentially this will do is it'll come in here, and I'll actually fill this one up till it's got as much coal as it'll take, and then it'll move on to the next one, right? There. Oh. There we go. So we'll start crushing some coal, and we'll see it start filling this up, and then we'll set up the other side of this, right? Alright, so we've got coal being crushed, coal ore is coming in, heating up. Here, coal stacks out, and then coming and dropping down there. Moving underneath in our tunnel system, which will be running all over. And soon enough, let's be extra slow. Yeah, there's the coal coming. Need to probably put some more gold pipes since I'm using the cobblestone. It's the slowest of them all. Okay. Come in here. Oh, yeah, that is really slow. I'll probably come in here and add more gold pipe. I guess for now I could still. Okay, I'm not gonna We'll speed this up until this moves along up to here. Alright, here we have it arriving, and let's look it on. Voila. Now again, because I've got those set up with the clay pipes, it will actually fill this all the way up first, and then it'll start filling these up here. So I'm actually going to come shut off the coal because we're going to have a lot. Especially with how slow that, excuse my voice, especially with how compact those are, right? Alright, here we are. This one is almost full. There we go. So now it should start spitting the coal back out. And it will go back down there. Again, feed down the pipe. So, something else we could do to speed this up if we cared to, which, I mean, I don't know if we need to. Again, we're getting a ton of coal from there, so not overly needed, I guess. We'll come in here and we'll add some gold pipes to make that move a lot faster. Because that is dreadfully slow. It'll come down here, and again, go into our storage system. And one thing I've thought about is we'll set that excavator up eventually. There's some quartz veins from immersive engineering, and that way we can eat some quartz a lot better than having to go in the nether and mine a ton of quartz just for all these pipes. Even because the quartz pipe is again the most efficient. And when you start slowing down about here, I probably need to move these up. Anyway, so there you go. That's how we're going to automatically feed that, and we could have it come in here and have an iron pipe here with a gate on it, so that when these are full, it could just gate them straight over here, and then just be a quick loop. And we might set that up just to show you how to do that. But for now, let's set up the part over here where it's going to extract, and then both the fuel and the coal coke. So let's set up our blast furnace here, which I just realized I do not have my engineer's hammer, so we'll need that. So again, with the immersive engineering multi-blocks like this, they have it be solid, not hollow on some of them. Though the silo, I guess, is an exception. So the improved blast furnace is, 3x3 of the reinforced blast brick and then a hopper on top. So let's go grab our hammer real quick. Alright, back here with the hammer. Now we just click there, and there we've got our improved blast furnace. Sweet. Now, this just works as a normal blast furnace until we do something. So, I'll take the preheaters here. them on either side, facing in. I'm going to supply them power, so we're already kind of got a line run here. So if we come here, make sure we're in line. I want to be directly in front of that because I want to be able to run out of that, but how high up we go? Let's get this. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3. That's probably fine. Which we ran out of those anyway, so that there. This here. Connected on the tennis. I don't know if I need. I'm sure the high voltage on this is probably overkill, but we'll leave it for now. We're probably going to use the same line to attach to several different ones. We'll kind of repeat this, 4 coal coke to 1 blast furnace ratio, I think is a good one. Alright, now we need to get the coal coke into blast furnace. And we need to get iron in here too, so we'll have to worry about that here in a little bit. So, we go here, and here, and keep using these slow ones. So I just realized I need to grab some iron pipes. We don't want stuff to try to float back in here. So iron. Right. Let me go grab some iron pipe. Alright, back with the iron. Also made sure to grab my wrench just in case. These aren't pointing the right way, like this one. Sorry, pointing the right way. Alright, there we go. And one more here. That way. Alright. Now those will all flow in here, so let's take and pull some of these. We'll turn these on. Now, those will all go in here. The preheaters will pick that up. The only thing we're missing is some iron. So, I'm actually going to get some iron now. Let's stop. These have been running a little bit. Oh my gosh, can't jump. How's it going to overflow? Which is something we haven't accounted for yet. So for our overflow, we're going to want to come and bring it into here, right? So let's replace this one here with an iron pipe. And mine's too fast sometimes. Alright, so we'll come in here. And we'll put this here. We'll run these here. And we want this to go down. No, this shouldn't normally be a problem, which is why I didn't account for it. But because this was running while I was AFK for just a little bit here, getting hammer and all that. I let these build up, but they built up more than I intended them to, which is just fine. So, no, we need a clay transport up here, and then you. Now, we're gonna need to go get some plugs for this. Of course, I'm bringing. Just realized I don't need plugs because we can just come all the way over this way and here. Again, this is just a precaution. We shouldn't ever need this overflow except for this first time here. Let's go get some iron. And we should set up an iron delivery system too. Alrighty. And then we're producing steel. And you'll see this is a heck of a lot faster with the preheaters than it was just by itself. So, one more thing we need to set up here, well, a few more things, is these will start filling with creosote oil, right? So we need a way to extract that creosote oil. I've got this tank right here where we're going to put everything. So we're going to come in here. Should organize this a little better. I'll take this, we'll extract it here, and we'll come extract it here, extract it here, here. Go there. Oop. Over here. Oop. That almost didn't work. Oh, no. Let's fix this here. Bring this up and over like this. And like this. Now from here, screw over there, bring it over into here. So just gotta pick one of these. Or we can either pick another one, or we can just, it'll be easier if we just pick one. We'll just come over here. Otherwise, I have to go get another iron fluid pipe, which isn't a big deal, but since I don't have one with me, we'll just do this for now. There we go. Alright. Too far. That's okay. Reach up here. And that will drain creosote oil as it's created and fill it into this tank that already has quite a bit of creosote oil from my previous setup. Alright, in order to get iron back into the system, we need to come in here and we need to add this diamond transport pipe I just picked up and bring it over here. We're going to tie it back into this here, so just grabbed some sandstone. Oh, I have some. So see that this is out here. So we'll run the sandstone on the top here. And we'll come in over in close. Maybe one short. Alright, well, I actually can use another sandstone, it's fine. I'm going to switch these out for quartz later so that it doesn't move as slow, but essentially what we're going to come in here and do, I'll tell this, I might do coal on, what's that, green? Green is coal. Now, if for some reason coal coke's ever coming through the system, we want it to go down red. And we can tell it to do that or not. I don't see why we would, but there's just safety. And iron, right? So we'll come in here, iron or coal coke will come here and run in, which means we need another iron pipe. So this is no longer the end of the line. Alright. I'll just have to set it up so that I can feed iron into here, just like coal. And then what we need to do, I apologize, I had to go pick up some more pipes. I thought I was ready, but we should be getting it. So pick this up here, and we're gonna bring it over here. And we'll pull one out here, and bring it back around here. Now we're gonna bring these both over to here. I'll do an iron pipe here, and an iron pipe. I mean, I could minimize the iron pipes by bringing this one up and then in, but we're fine. I like this better. So we want this to go up, I don't want it to go that way. Now, pull this side there, pull this side there, and we'll start these extracting, and then we'll go make sure that our setup below isn't going to cause any problems there, which I don't think it will. So this coming in, going down. Yeah, perfect. Oh jeez. Yep. All right, and then that'll go down that way. Perfect. All right. So now we're automatically taking our steel and our slag out. Automatically moving over here. The only thing we have left to do is to fix the speed of these pipes because they're really slow. But is to automate getting iron here and coal for our coal ovens. So we'll go ahead and we'll set that up. And the other thing we can do, well, get this set up so that it, once it's, we can set up some gates and some logic so this only pulls out coke oven, or coke, jeez, out of the coke ovens when it needs it, right? Which normally the efficiency this should run at is that these should actually produce slightly slower than this does, but because these ran for a while first, we don't have that problem. So that's a pretty nice problem to have. But now I can come up here and run these here, and even though they will overflow that, it will just take the coal coke, any extra, of course, and make some like catwalks or something up here. Any extra, it'll take down the line here, and another. For now, just manually reload this with iron. And there we go. I need to work on my item retrieval system on the other end, and then this project will be done. Alright, so I decided to go around and do some core drilling and find a quartzite um, mineral deposit so that we could use quartz pipes instead of the other ones because those were dreadfully slow. So I looked and I looked and I looked and I looked, and on my map you see these little squares. I did all the way through here, I covered all the way through here, and then I found one right here, right next to my base, of course. So been mining this, got quite a bit. Here's the unharvested stuff, and I've already replaced most of my cobblestone pipes with quartz pipes, so that is nice. And again, it helped us out quite a bit here. And so I got this set up. I was going to make you watch me set this up, but again, I kind of walk through how this retrieval system works. So what we've got here is we've got an AND gate, and we could have used we just needed one that would give us a parameter, or sorry, a slot. What do they call these? Iron gate. I should know what this is. Slot parameter. Oh, yeah. Anyway, so that we can check for coal here, right? So basically this says whenever this has less than 50%, and since these ones will empty out, it'll send a purple pipe signal that will flow down, and we'll show where that goes. Or we'll fall off so you can see me fall. Anyway, and then over here, I've got one set up on top of here. Okay. Again, this was overkill. I just was using what I had. I thought I needed more complicated than this, but I don't. So I could come back and replace these if I needed this gold one elsewhere, but contains less than 25% of iron. It'll send out a yellow signal. So if we follow these, kind of see a few things I had to jerry rig. This probably isn't the most efficient way to do it. I was trying to be compact, and I think I lost efficiency doing compacting. So we'll come back to this mess here in a second. So the pipe signals, they run down the pipe, and we'll go back to that too. So the purple one is coal, so this is my crate full of coal. This says if there is a magenta pipe signal, turn the pulsar on and use the red extraction preset, which if you look in here is coal, and it paints the item cyan, which allows me to do several things. So this Mzuli pipe, having the different presets, let me send either coal with a different color or different items, so that I can, if I wanted coal coke or a block of coal, I could pull those out based on these presets and a gate. Right? So pulling coal out, it'll come down, head that way. Now if the yellow pipe signal runs, it'll come over here to this gate. Where's the gate? That says if there's a yellow signal, do the red, and those are the same as the other one. And again here, cyan and iron. So they'll come down here, they'll be painted cyan, which will be important in a second. Again, probably not the most efficient way. Now I ran into an issue. I wanted everything to just run back down this pipe. This would have been a heck of a lot easier if I had to just run either another pipe along here or another pipe along the bottom, whatever, to have two different directions. But I wanted it to be compact and use this one pipe, so I had to set up this kind of convoluted system here. This is an iron pipe. I've got this saying, hey, face north, and it's always on. And then I've got this one where whenever there's an item traversing, and it's an iron ingot, and there's a yellow pipe signal, send it east. And the reason I want that is because if I've got iron coming down here, I want it to come down here. But if it's coming this way, or even if it's coming this way, it needs to go back that way. if the yellow pipe signal's on, so it'll send it that way. And the same with coal, right, if there's purple. And they'll come down here, and remember they're painted cyan, which was a workaround I had to use over here. So this is a Daisuli transport pipe, which what it does is it only allows whatever paint color this is to go through the open route. Anything else will go a different route. So any of these other stuff will come straight through here. But since we painted those cyan, they'll pop up here, come through, and go into here. The reason I had to do that is because of this transport pipe here was giving me issues, right? And I didn't want to do another gated setup, but I kind of want to try something else. So this will pull them up, they'll go around and come in here, right? Now with that, the overflow system didn't work perfectly with that setup. I had to come and add this clear filter here, or clear lens, sorry, so that if this got full and there's still iron coming down the line, they would come get clear and go down. Otherwise, they would go out, go down the. They would come out, and they would go up this painted Daisuli pipe and just do a big circle over and over again, which I guess isn't the end of the world, but defeats the purpose a little bit of having the overflow. So that's that. Now this is fully automatic. So if this gets below 25%, it will call for more iron, and I could probably bump this to 50%, but that 25% would be good. Good, always keep it full. And yeah, so I went through also and replaced all the, well, not all, there's some right there. Most of the cobblestone with gold pipes and quartz pipes, and this whole system runs a lot faster now. Still a few remnants, but I'll replace those with quartz as we go. But there we go. There is our fully automated steel production. Now we'll scale this up off camera or whatever, and I'm going to build this out so it's a nice little building instead of just hanging out here on the side. And add some freaking catwalks, because that was a pain getting up there and servicing that. Anyway, there we go. Now we have steel. There's some really exciting, fun things we're going to be able to build now, and we'll get moving on those next time. Thank you for watching.